Now, Jian has stopped Rebecca's group from destroying the life support device that Dragon Joe needed, but before Weisz was about to use his arsenal armor and Rebecca using Happy's blaster mode, Amira actually stopped them because she actually knew who was actually in charge of guarding the building, in which we actually knew that she also know Jin as well. But his real name is actually Chris Rutherford, who actually Sill's brother's real name, since her name is Killen, which they actually have their real names been revealed. So we actually knew that Chris actually wanted to know where she actually heard his real name before, because she actually knew all about Chris because he actually the one who protected the device that keep Dragon Joe alive, by which we actually knew that the energy that Pigno actually have detected, which is an abnormal ether from it, in which Weisz asked Saver did he actually build it, by which he actually did, in which it actually take him way back on Norma, where the Vice power actually has the power to absorb the life force of the people who actually live around the machine. In other words, the people who are actually living in the warship before all of this actually happened, just like Gillis, Gillis and Norma, countless people have lost their lives because of the machine has taken from them, by which everyone knows what actually happened, which same thing happened to Silver, which they actually don't know how the machine works, by which everybody in the warship have gotten their life force taken away by the machine, in which the machine kept Dragon Joe alive. In other words, he'll also take the element four's life force as well, including Chris' sister, by which we actually knew that Chris won't allow his sister being killed. However, Weisz actually felt anger of learning the truth, and he actually set out to find Dragon Joe, which Rebecca and Happy are actually going after Weisz, as well as Moscow. However, because they need him to remodel the device, because they actually knew that they cannot destroy it. However, they can reverse the process of the machine and get back the life force of the people and making Dragon Joe weaker. But they need Weisz in order to build it. However, Pigno actually heard a message from Hermit, who actually heard everything, in which she actually managed to create a holographic message to them, which she actually needs somebody to destroy the security device that actually detect everything and sell the alarms, in which the blue terminal that's jamming her signal that she cannot hack. However, we actually knew what this all actually means, by which they actually have defeated the element 4, by which we actually knew that Sister Ivory know Chris as well, but she actually will save Sylph and will keep her safe, which she promised, by which Chris knew that he is a mercenary who cannot betray Dragon Joe as his employer. However, he will protect his sister because he will do anything to protect her, even the cost of his own life. And with that, Hermit will actually begin hacking. Meanwhile, we actually saw Shiki and Joe continue with their battles, which Shiki have actually felt beaten, by which we actually knew that Joe will keep hurting his friends, in which we actually knew what the only thing that will keep him defeated, which to beat Dragon Joe of the Eurasian States Galactica, in which we actually can see how all of this happens. And we actually knew that Shiki using his Ether Overdrive, and we actually see how he'll beat Joe, but when he's about to punch him, he actually block his attack, and then he try another attempt. But this time, Dragon Joe will do his own Ether Gear Overdrive, but his entire body had been covered by Ether Gear, by which it became impossible for him to be defeated, in which he actually turning himself and Shiki into stone. However, we saw Weisz actually appear in his Arsenal suit, in which we actually seen the battle between Weisz and Dragon Joe coming up, which he actually say that he's the one who took someone who is meant the most of Weisz, which it could be his girlfriend or his old friend that he actually have. Now we actually knew that Weisz heard that the device have taken the life force from people, which that explains how he actually gone over to where Shiki is, where he actually battled Dragon Joe. So we actually get to see how Shiki and Weisz gonna battle Joe all together on the next chapter next weekend. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about the manga chapter. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and my Facebook page. Until then, this anime guy Jordan here saying sign out. Laters.